बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
या है तो ज्ञान इफेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है अंदर में। तो ये जो आत्मिक स्थिति में कमजोरी, इसको कमजोरी कहा जाता है। अंदर में शक्तिशाली नहीं है। शक्तिशाली का क्या माना कि उसके ऊपर ज्ञान प्रभावित है, बुद्धि में ज्ञान का प्रभाव है, श्रीमत का प्रभाव है मन बुद्धि में, तो इसलिए वो कभी रॉन्ग डिसीजन लेंगे नहीं। कोई छोटी मोटी बात आएगी उसका समाधान हो जाएगा। अच्छा, शांति में रह करके, साक्षी रह करके, अंदर में कितनी बाबा ने वाणी में बातें सुनाई हुई है, काम उसका अच्छा कोई चीज आई है, अच्छा भी ठीक है, इसमें कुछ ना बोलने में ही कल्याण है, बस बात खत्म हो जाएगी। समस्या बाहर से आई, समस्या आई, मगर हमने उसको कम कर दिया, सहन करके, धीरज कर करके, अच्छा भी। जैसे सूरज के आगे से बादल निकल जाते हैं, बस सूर्य में शक्ति है। इसलिए अगर आत्मा में शक्ति है, अंदर में विश्वास की शक्ति है, निश्चय की शक्ति है, ये शक्तियां हैं अंदर में। और सबसे बड़ी शक्ति हमारे अंदर कौन सी है? सबसे बड़ी शक्ति जो ब्राह्मणों में खास तौर पर कौन सी शक्ति है? हमारा तो ईश्वरीय संतान है। देखिए कितना बड़ी भारी बात है कि ईश्वरीय संतान का क्या माना कि वो परम पिता हमारा जो है वो हमारा रक्षक है, छत्र, उसके हम छत्र छाया में है। बड़ी बड़ी बात आप देख लीजिए। जिसका साथी है भगवान, क्या रोकेगा आंधी और तूफान। तो ये बहुत बड़ी ताकत है, बहुत बड़ी ताकत है ये विश्वास। कहते विश्वास में बड़ी ताकत होती है। मेरे साथ है वो। बाबा कहता है बच्चे कंबाइंड समझो। अरे कंबाइंड का क्या भाव होता है कि मेरे साथ है वो। कौन मेरे साथ है? जो परम शक्ति है, ऑलमाइटी अथॉरिटी मेरे साथ है। तो विघ्न क्या बात है, ये समस्या क्या बात है, कठिनाइयां क्या, कुछ भी नहीं है। बस मेरे साथ कौन है? तो वो एनर्जी अंदर, वो ताकत काम करती है, विश्वास की ताकत काम करती है, निश्चय की ताकत काम करती है। फिर आप देखेंगे कि अंदर में कैसी स्टेज रहेगी। क्या ये छोटी मोटी कठिनाइयां क्या है?
गगन से ऊंचे रखो विचार, धरती जैसा धैर्य अपार, नैनों में रूहानी प्यार, नैनों में रूहानी प्यार। बेहद में रहना, नाहद में ठहरना, सदा नदी आसा बहते रहना है। प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना।
Om Shanti. Become an embodiment of success. The one who is inspiring is making it happen. Move along whilst considering yourself to be an instrument, and you will always be light and an embodiment of success. Sometimes there is a little service, and at other times there is more service, but it should not feel like a burden. What will happen? How will it happen? The one who is inspiring you to do something is making it happen. A server means one who is an instrument and carries out the renewal. If there isn't humility, if there is the desire for respect, that is a burden. And someone with a burden cannot go fast. Therefore, always remain light and become an embodiment of success. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 13. Become an embodiment of success. Today's topic, the one who is inspiring is making it happen. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay? Everyone is happy? Yes? Very good. One of the practice which Baba has given us, that whatever you listen, you churn on that, you reflect on that, you think about it. And when you start thinking, then the clarity comes on how do I practice? How do I create this stage? Now Baba is telling us many things actually. The one is Baba saying, be very light and consider yourself to be instrument. And the reason is, when I think of Brahma Baba, so one of the way Baba, whenever there was a situation, even Baba in words will say nothing new, but he went in deep silence. And through his vibrations, there was clarity in direction and also power. I have seen Baba into many situations, but also I have heard during partition of country. Baba once was in Delhi. Baba came to Delhi a few times, and I remember that one time something serious happened. And it could have been a very, very big situation. It involved government, it involved family. So when it happened, of course, those of us who were involved in trying to see what is the best way to do what next has to be done. So Baba was in his room. He was sitting in that round pillow, deep in silence. You could see face is smiling and he is in silence. And we will go time to time to Baba to get directions. Baba, what should we do next, Baba? Baba won't speak. Baba won't say anything. But when we saw silence, and Baba is just stable and silence, we will get one answer is do everything in silence. Another answer was that it will be resolved. Like we used to get very clear direction. Baba won't tell us, now you do this now. Baba is in silence. But we used to feel, looking at Baba, now we should do this, now we should do that. So one thing is, always remind yourself that it's not that Baba, some people say, we ask Baba, but we don't hear anything. But if you really have good connection with Baba, then you will be very clear. There are many, many benefits. There are many incognito, and some are very visible, especially with the power of silence. If you also have habit, you will catch the signal. I remember when we were leaving for foreign countries, we will come and go. So we used, generally Dadi Gulzar will sit and give us sleep. So Baba said, keep your line of intellect quiet, like telephone. If you are busy on phone, Baba said, then you can't receive my call. So leave phone. That means too much thinking, too much planning all day. So from where you will get signals? It's only when you are quiet, you are deep in Baba's remembrance, what we call touching and catching power. Then your intellect will be touched. And then what you will hear from Baba will be very clear. And what you will do, you will know that's the right action. So this instrument, being an instrument, is something which requires you really internally, like total surrender, be light. Success, definitely, you will get it. Now is the time, especially when world is in turmoil, everywhere, even within our family here, different sanskars, different way to do things. There was a time, if we could save something, we will say, oh, creating our fortune. And these days, if I spend, I am fortunate, because this one could. So it's a completely different concept. How do we create fortune? Baba's children, some through body, some through wealth, some through positive thoughts, create their fortune. And never try to copy anyone. Just follow Baba. These days, lot of Baba's children give example of Nirvair Bhai and his simplicity. I remember once I went and I said, I want to do your living room again. I want new sofas, everything, because they are very low, not easy to get up. And of course, they are old. He said, no, I don't want. So whatever example we put, that simplicity, he was not demanding on anything. Even his room was small and we all wanted it bigger. And one of the sister came and said, I have to do it, right? And she got it done. But whatever, as Nimit, you are always a reference point. But there has to be aim, right? What I have to do. So Baba is saying, move along whilst considering yourself to be an instrument. And you will always be light, an embodiment of success. So Baba says sometimes there is little service. At other times there is more service. But Baba says that it should not feel like a burden. What will happen? How will it happen? The one who is inspiring you to do something is making it happen. Baba says you to do something is making will happen. A server means one who is the instrument and carries out the renewal. If there isn't humility, if there is the desire for respect, that is a burden. And sometimes with a burden, someone with the burden cannot go faster. Therefore, always remain light and you will be embodiment of success. So be an instrument, remain light under different circumstances, and then you see what happens further. Success is there. So first step is be an instrument, be light, and be humble. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini.
Hello,
Good
Gayatri.
morning.
Om
Happy
Shanti.
Satguruvar. It's Satguruvar for you.
Mhm.
And
Thank you. You too. Yeah. It's for tomorrow, your Satguru.
yeah, and you are sitting in the Satguruvar day. You are in that day right now. So we are pulling from you.
Right.
There's so much that you said about tomorrow's Avyak signal. Today's for you. That fascinated me in looking at this word instrument. You used the term qualifications of an instrument, and then you went on to say that the qualifications are things like keeping the intellect clean and clear, the qualification of surrender and light, the qualification of simplicity, and then you said something very striking, that an instrument is a reference point. Could you elaborate on that? An instrument is a reference point, because if we have all the qualifications, and you just mentioned these, but I'm sure there are more, then those qualifications qualify us as a reference point. And so what is that reference point that you use the term reference point? And so what do you really mean that an instrument is a reference point?
All of us, let's say, recently somewhere you had gone to Thailand, right? Or did you go to Vietnam? No.
Yes.
You
I
also.
went to Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia.
So because you went there, now they will give reference. When Sister Gayatri came, she said this. When Sister Gayatri came, she liked to do this. Or so reference point, you know. Before they didn't know you. And they won't give reference. Our dadis are reference point. Every time, how many times we say, Dadi Janki said this, Dadi Janki did that, or Prakashmani Dadi. So I think that each one of us should remember that one time I will be a reference point. That means whatever I do should of based on Srimad, but elevated also, so that not only it inspires them, but also they are on the right track. Because if I do something and they all start doing it, what will happen? So that's very important.
And that's very beautiful because the reference point is connected to the Srimad that Baba gives us. Whatever I do, others will see me and do the same. Whatever I say, others will give so much value to those words that they will repeat it and it will become a reference for them to understand Baba's knowledge. So this is so beautiful. This is very, it's true. We, the seniors today, which I only see, this is another thing, Sister Mohini, who is a senior? But we'll come back to that. When we say seniors, nowadays it includes Tom, Dick, and Harry, as they say in English. It includes everyone. But the seniors and the daddies and the dadas became reference point of Baba's truth, of Baba's Srimad, of Baba's life, of Baba's footprints. And so that is very nice, the way you explain it. The other thing that I picked up from what you said is that an instrument, and let me put it in a context before I ask you. From 1936 to 1950 in Karachi, there were 14 years of tapasya. And in the 14 years of tapasya, those lights, those souls who became foundation to the yajna were made into instruments. So 14 years of that tapasya made them into instruments. And then you said an instrument would be one who would be aware not just of being an instrument, but they're aware of the rules and regulations. They're aware of the law and the benefit. So those instruments, one of which is left, Dari Ratan Mohini, they were prepared in a different way to be instruments than, say, today's generation of Brahmins being instruments. What's the difference between the instruments of 14 years of tapasya, or I would say an instrument that is molded in tapasya, and an instrument that is molded by service in terms of the rules and regulations, the law and benefits?
I go to Ratanmani Dadi almost regularly. These days we are a bit busy in the evening, but I used to go every day because I like Dadi's, their vibrations. And not only that, but when she gives Drishti, it's like you feel her stage, her presence of Baba.
Mm.
Not only that, but she has love for Murli. Whenever we go, she has Murli in hand. And then Bhumi Ben says, "Oh, your students have come, read Murli," and she will start reading. So everyone definitely will think that way. But also, if you look at her stage, she says even nighttime or she's seeing golden age, she's going in subtle region. If anyone around does something or says something, if she didn't feel right, then she will really give such a powerful drishti, very powerful drishti, as I don't approve this. She, through drishti, she's saying, Dadi doesn't want to hear this. So, because they have done tapasya plus also seva, Because seva is also within the family, right? If you are right way of speaking, right way of doing things. So if you have 10 people around, you are guide for them, right? You are instrument for them. But if you think it's all right, I can do anything. But for me, I feel you have a family. So you have to know what to do, what not to do. What I am finding these days that I really love so many young teachers come, very innocent, very much from small places. And, one is Bharatis and known instruments. Some are all teachers, they are instruments. But I find such a sparkle in them, everyone, because they come close and take drishti. And through drishti, still they want to feel God's love. They want to feel belonging. They want to feel, something. And I really appreciate them so much. Drishti, and also when they are speaking. So even these days, everyone is service oriented. But I don't think anyone can do service without tapasya. The way the world is today. And they bring lot of people, good people, right, when they come. And I said, why you are here to take drishti? I want them to take drishti. So there is lot of importance in young ones these days also, to take drishti, to hear, then I will just give totally blessing. No, please tell us at least one experience. Someone will say, at least say something for us. So there is lot of, they feel they want, blessing, they want drishti, they want to feel this. So I cannot say that they are only service oriented. I mean, definitely there are a lot of different kinds of service which they can do. But also there is a lot of, because they surrender to yajna, right? Now, some surrender and some are ready. So they want to feel something, they want to receive something. And not only them, but their students, they want their students to know Baba more. They could feel Baba. So I know that they don't get chance to be in tapasya. But definitely I find majority, I must say, in whomsoever I meant, students or teachers, both are very much, deep into spirituality, and means some of the custom systems are little different. So they might be busy in that. But as far as spirituality is concerned, I find it's very much there. And I really changed my opinion for them in the sense of I really look at them with lot of love and appreciation that even some are from villages and some or other, the souls who come, main teachers, but then there are ordinary instruments. But I see that their eyes, their expression, the way they wear, the way they conduct themselves, very spiritual. That's what I want to say.
Okay, then, so what's the difference between being an instrument and playing my part?
I think that Baba is making things happen is also very common. Maybe few have this ego, I am doing it. Even all departments, those who do, all teachers who come. Baba, they really use word Baba a lot. And they feel that because there is abundance of everything. And they know it's Baba. I was reading this morning one of the email that how they are offered land to build buildings, they are offered so much to do Baba's service. And they know it's not them, it's Baba. Because doctors, surgeons, many officers, they come and they offer themselves, their services, their resources. And immediately they say, I'm so useful as a doctor because I could help sisters or help anyone, you know. So a lot of bhavana in them also to serve. So I think that because they are instruments, then those who come to them, they also become instruments, right? Everyone, I want to do this service. I am doing this service. See, service is growing not because of only main instruments, but everyone has this feeling of serving. No, when Baba is talking about ego, and I didn't see many. Maybe there are some, but a lot of change is happening because they are so well respected.
Mm.
And everyone, few places they have difficulties between instrument and students, but majority of them, they are very well respected.
So, based on Baba's Abhyak Murli that we just listened to, the 1969 Murlis, he talked about 3 types of souls. He talks about the embodiment of success souls. He talked about lucky souls, and he talked about hopeful souls. Do you think that instruments also come into those 3 categories? Baba has instruments that are highly successful, instruments that, remember, these are not categories in which it's based on my effort, but it is based on him using me. So Baba has instruments that are embodiments of success, instruments that are lucky, and instruments that are hopeful. How does he use us? The hopeful ones, the lucky ones. The embodiment of success, we know, they're the daddies, they're the seniors. But the lucky ones and the hopeful ones, how do you think he uses them as instruments?
You know, one of the head of department was telling me, I don't know why people have problems. People have problem with this. I don't have any problem. I am always in surplus. My people are always cooperative. I got so much. The next to where my department is, I got a big land and created a big garden. You must come and see it. He was so light, so happy. Very old Baba's child. I know him since I started Gyan. He also came. And there are some, they will always talk about what is not going right. This is not going right, in the sense of they are the stars of hope, right? They are the stars of hope. But there are souls, you know, who are obstacle free. They don't know what is Maya in their personal life. Very stable. And I think that a lot of souls are really making good efforts and they could see success in all different ways. And I feel that, but these are some incognito souls. Because they share with us, I don't know how many of them know. But there are some, they might be more into name and fame and acquiring this, acquiring this. But there are also instruments as they are reference point, but because a lot of people, they don't expose themselves. So I think that, Baba has hope in everyone. And I see a lot of change into overall, And they are thirsty, like they really want something more, something more. That's so interesting too. Really, everyone. I didn't see anyone who's not interested to sit in yoga. Once I had a group of people, and most of them are with Sister Moni. So first thing I asked them, what is their present effort? Everyone was talking about in group of 5, 6, we sit every night and we churn knowledge. Everyone told about their inner, I want to do yoga so that there are no obstacles. So I was kind of surprised that every group, they're doing something or other, spiritual effort. Right? So I think maybe because of Baba's hope, anyone we thought they might be very much into material things, even they're doing it material, but still they are all practicing something or other, which is a good sign because that means Yajna has Baba's children. Majority of them are making good effort.
Thank you very much, Sister Mohini. That was very enlightening about instruments, but also your blessings for the yajna and blessings for all the souls of the yajna who's lending their little fingers, no matter how little they're giving. It's so highly appreciated by you because you see their spiritual endeavors, you see their purpose, you see their purity. And I think that covers what it means to be an instrument and how an instrument sees and what the instrument looks at, so that we know we're connected to Baba and we're not just connected to our own sanskars. We're not just playing our parts, but we are being inspired by Baba. So thank you very much.
It's just like Dadi Prakashvani said, 2% is not okay, 98 are. And that's true, because there are few, they create difficulties or lack of purity, but they can be named, very few, majority of them. And I think time will come, more changes will happen, more spiritual love for each other, no division. Time will change and things will be better and better.
Yes,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you, Sister Mohini.
Okay, guys. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So tomorrow is Thursday and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. We'll connect to Double Funners Madhvan online program 7:30 a.m. There will be a class by Brijman Baiji, and the practice of individual purity creates the dance of unity. So we'll connect to that, and in the evening 5 to 6 English Sakar Murli. Together with that, in breakout room, Avekti Children Murli class, 6 o'clock, but we will start. We'll follow by Bhog offering, and then Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
में भर के दिखा रहे हम, फलक से हम यही गा रहे, कराने वाला करा रहा है, करनहार हम किए जा रहे। झलक तुम्हारी ओ प्यारे भगवन, पलक में भर के दिखा रहे हम, फलक से हम यही गा रहे, कराने वाला करा रहा है, करनहार हम किए जा रहे, करनहार हम किए जा रहे। ओ झलक तुम्हारी ओ प्यारे भगवन। करन करावनहार तुम्ही हो, तुम्ही तो करते तुम्ही कराते, बने हैं हम तो निमित्त केवल, हम अपनी उंगली भर लगाते, उठा के अपने हाथों को वरधन, हमारी रक्षा किए जा रहे, कराने वाला करा रहा है, करनहार हम किए जा रहे, करनहार हम किए जा रहे। झलक तुम्हारी ओ प्यारे भगवन।
The Om Shanti.